Welcome to Toffee TV. Well, it's been a good week for Jordan Pickford, Baz. It's been a good week after all the criticism of him by certain people in the media or certain people who just wanted to back up their own opinions of the lad. I think he's proved in the last 2 games certainly what we've seen for this season and how good he is and how important he can be to a team.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? I mean, the criticism was massively unfair, I thought. Anyway. It was ridiculous, and I think, I don't know where some of the pundits were coming from, because it's like having a goalkeeper sat there trying to assess why a striker missed the sit. You'd be going, you're the goalie for a reason, you know. You know what I mean? It's a different position. If you've got a goalkeeper sat there assessing him, fair play, you know, and that's fair enough, isn't it? But he's been magnificent for us, and when we signed him, I talked to a few Sunderland fans on Twitter and stuff, and they were like, he's brilliant, I'm you know, made up and he'll be great for you, and he's been outstanding for us, and that's what we've seen. He's no secret to us. It's just that when people have given him criticism, it was unfounded, and I don't understand why some members of the media were flying the flag of Jack Butland so much. Jack Butland's a good goalie, so's Pope, but Pickford's been brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I like Butland. And to be honest, coming into the World Cup around maybe February, March time, I thought he'd be picked. Did you?
But only because I thought he'd earned it a little bit more than Pickford. And what I mean by that is that he was seen as the next #1. Then he broke his ankle playing for England. Yeah. And I just thought that he would he would get it. It'd be the same old. He'd get it back. There'd be a pecking order. He was the next in line. But that's and this is without me watching too much of England and understanding where England were going as a team and as a philosophy. I didn't realise how important it would be for Southgate to incorporate a goalkeeper who was good in distribution. And we've seen that over the World Cup. You know, the amount of times, even in the close games, even against Colombia when it was 1-1, the amount of times he would get the ball and just like thread a ball through, and you're like, because obviously you don't want him to make a mistake, because you know, you don't want it to be cut out. But he's been brilliant from that point of view, and that's what's given the edge. And in the first couple of games, obviously he was untested, and then, to be honest, I think the Belgium game, that shot was probably the first thing he'd faced, and I think I think people were ready to jump on him and ready to have a go at him. I think they were already there, sharpening the knives. Maybe they'd said previously that they thought Butland was going to be the #1, and they wanted to just reaffirm that. You remember when I said Butland was going to be the #1? But I thought he bounced back from that really well, because the irony in that game was the defending was awful to let that go in, and the shot was past him before he knew it. And you know, when you talk about experts there, when you look at experts and you look at the likes of David Priest, the goalkeeping coach, the likes of Neville, you know, Schwarzer, there was other goalkeepers as well, saying, well, #1, what's all this wrong hand nonsense? It's not even a thing. It's a thing. It's like one of those terms that has been created by footballers to sound better than they actually are. You know, like when Jamie Redknapp says things, you know, and he makes a word up to, you know, to try and make it sound like it's like a football term. Like Schwaz is not a football term. It never has been a football team. It never will be a football team. But it's become a football team because Jamie Redknapp says it a lot. So those people put doubt in people's mind, I suppose. The one I was most disappointed with was Gary Neville. I normally take Gary Neville quite serious. No, but the remarks he said were just like, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
He said on the Russia game the other day, Chereshev's goal, he blamed the keeper for the Croatian keeper.
You're joking.
He said he went, I'm not. And Slaven Bilic was like laughing, and you were going, it was a brilliant goal, and he was going, no, my goal, he's got to dive wide. He said, I always say the keeper doesn't dive. Why doesn't he dive? The ball was out.
The ball was already in the back of the net.
Bilic was just laughing, going. You could see Bilic was like, because I do like Gary Neville's great normally, but I don't know whether he just doesn't like goalies in this tournament or something, but it was weird. But he looked, he was going, in the end, you knew he was losing it, because he went, well, that's just my opinion, sorry, but like, you know, that's my opinion. And you're like, he's normally dead calm, and he affirms his point.
The other one in the Belgian game was the one that, and this is the one that sort of pushed it even further, the agenda, was the one that he battered out. And we've seen, what keeper am I thinking of? The one who pushed it in the other day.
Well, De Gea pushed one in.
Yeah.
What's his name? Not the Brazilian keeper. Who was the? Yeah. Keeper. I've seen so many.
Who did France play? Uruguay. The Uruguay goalkeeper. He pushed it in.
Yeah.
But then you get this thing with Jenis. Jenis is going, yeah, he's got this terrible habit of pushing out. You're like, what? When did this start? He did it. I remember the exact game. Well, I don't remember, because I don't actually remember. But I remember when he did it.
Arsenal at home.
Was it? Yeah.
Monreal scored.
I remember when he did it, and I remember Jenis jumping on it at the time, and then almost like that was his stick to hit him with, and you're like, no, honestly, mate. Someone went out and put a montage on Twitter of the saves he take this season, and they were all getting pushed out wide, and you're like,
we watch him every week.
You're like, you're another one. You've watched the highlights of him in a game, seen him do one thing, and then decided that's the thing he does all the time. And it's like, it's lazy.
Yeah,
it's absolutely. So they jumped on him for that. We're like, you know, hang on. What about goalkeepers just making saves? First priority.
Keeping it out your net.
Keep first priority.
What he does.
Sometimes it will go back into the danger area.
Tilsley and Hoddle in that game, like, perpetuated that.
Yeah.
There he is pushing it in. You know, Clive, he needs to put, and you're going, he's made a point blank save and got it out. What, do you let it in, or you're trying to push it out to the side and it goes in the back of the net like we've seen? And you're like, it's berserk. Then they all jumped on the Courtois thing, and he come out himself. And he didn't apologise, but he just clarified what he said. He just said, well, I'm taller, so when I was asked, I said I might have got there because I'm a bit bigger. But I think it was a bit harsh on Januzaj, because it was a brilliant goal. If England, imagine if Dele Alli, the darling of the media, would have done that, you know, would have sent two players the shot and whacked it in with his other foot, the keeper would never have been questioned.
It's funny you bring that up, because Dele Alli scored against Sweden, one that he missed against Colombia, but no one goes, oh well, you know, he should have scored both of those goals. No one even like refers to it.
Well, that's what Thingy said the other day, because the Russia game was after England, wasn't it? So Slaven Bilic, when Neville was going on, said, well, if you want to be really critical, how did the Swedish keeper not save Harry Maguire's header? He said, when you watch it again, it's straight at him. He said, and Dele Alli's one goes through his hands. He said, so we're sat here praising England, saying 2 great goals. He said, but if you want to be like that, the Swedish keeper should have saved both of them. The Dele Alli one isn't even a hard header. So you're going, so you've got to, you could break everything down and blame different things, but at times you've got to go, it was a cracking goal, like the Cheryshev goal the other day. It was a brilliant goal.
Obviously, it all come to a head against Colombia.
Yeah,
you know, the save. I mean, to be honest, he didn't have loads to do in the game. Again, he didn't have loads to do, but again, his distribution.
Well, what he did do,
his distribution was brilliant. You know, most of his passes and his throws was brilliant. And then in the last minute of the game, you know, a shot from absolutely nothing. You know, 40 yards out, and he's pulled a wonder save off.
Yeah.
I mean, you got bitter Reds. I don't even have to say the word bitter. You just say Reds, and you know the bitter, saying it was going wide. But you know what? What if it was going wide? What do you say to a goalkeeper? Are you so certain that it's...
Well, Bale's shot was going wide in the Champions League final, and
it was.
Carri's busted it.
Yeah.
No, you don't know though, do you?
You don't know if ball's coming at. Yeah, you've got your position in the goal. You think you know where you are. So no, I know, but I'm just saying you think you know where you are in the goal. So therefore, you've got to take action. You've got to take action.
Yeah.
And you know he's made a absolute wonder save. I mean, it's absolutely full on Everton that they scored from the corner.
Yeah.
But then when he's called upon in the penalty shootout, you know, he said he's got all the instructions on his bottle. He didn't even listen to the team talk. He said he was in a daydream, thinking about his own game,
which is right.
And when he's come to, he said the only penalty was Falcao's that he got wrong.
Yeah.
Falcao switched from what the instructions he had.
Oh, okay.
They said that was the only one.
The only one. But the save to win it,
it's incredible.
Well, you know, to give us the opportunity for Dyer to score was absolutely brilliant. I know they hit the bar, but the save to win it was amazing because it not only does he react, he throws the hand up to keep the ball.
Do you know what though? I was a little bit disappointed with that save though, because he pushed it out, you know, into the path of.
But and then obviously, then people start going, actually he's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll get a move to Real Madrid now after that one, and you're like, before the game, you called him a liability.
Yeah, Arsene Wenger said he was the only weak link in the team. But then Saturday Sweden game, England were 1-0 up. They're absolutely cruising. You know, there's
played well, didn't he?
Yeah,
he played well, in control.
Yeah, but they're absolutely cruising. And then you know, a cross and a header, and he's pulled. I mean, somewhat strong hand and pushing it wide. You know, it's an incredible save. It's an incredible save.
Well, there was that, and then there's the one just not long after, and then Henderson ended up blocking it as well. It's a brilliant save.
And that's the other side.
That's his other
side. And then later on in the game, I don't know what Harry Maguire was doing. I don't know. Maybe there was a smell of food somewhere. But there's one man in the box, and for some reason he's unmarked. And listen, it's straight down the middle. Yeah, okay. But it's a reaction. And there's 3 big saves that he's made. You know, to stop England, you know, getting the nerves. You know, 2-0 up, you know, you're thinking, well, he's done his job, he's been big, he's been strong, he gets man of the match. You know, England cruised to a 2-0 win, and yet the keeper still gets man of the match.
Because he made big saves, which is what he does. Fantastic, and deserves all applaudits. And I'm just glad it's on one thing you go, yeah, alright, don't go overboard with him, just leave him where he is. But why not celebrate him because he was being...
Well, that's it. I mean, listen, I'm sitting here as an Everton fan, and I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, now I'm worried he's going to leave, because, you know, he's under contract. Everton immediately, you know, using it to getting videos out and all that kind of things, sending emails of the kits and stuff like that, get your Jordan Pickford, the hero and all that, and brilliant. That's what we want to see. Except can I just short sleeve? Can we have short sleeve goalie tops, right? Because goalkeeper tops are a little bit like, they're not. They don't look like, you know, normal footy kits. You can put a footy kit on, and you don't have to be a footy player to wear it. You know, these sort of, it can get lost on you. Do you know what I mean? You can just wear it. Goalie kits look like you're playing in goal. Do you know what I mean?
We'd have the short sleeve, and that you can just, if you really want, you can throw the
also, have anyone noticed that the England goalkeeper kit is exactly the same as the Everton kit? The colours and everything are exactly the same.
To make him feel good.
Yeah, they're exactly the same. So make it short, because as I say, someone might want to buy an Everton goalie kit and it looks like a goalie kit. Put short sleeve at least, then it looks like a little something you could just throw on.
Listen, let's just reiterate, he's been marvellous for Everton. He won our Player of the Year, fans player. So for all of this, like the media hype of, oh, he hasn't had the... Ian Wright said he's had criticism, he's had a difficult season, been criticised. Like... By your mate Lee Dixon,
a couple of idiots on Twitter.
It's just ridiculous. So he's been absolutely fantastic. He's proved how good he is, and obviously he's helped England into a World Cup semi-final. And whatever happens, he's had his day with England. You know, two big displays.
It'll be interesting to see how Everton you know use him now. You know, Rooney's
in goal, maybe?
Yeah, in goal. But Rooney's obviously gone. He was the talisman. This lad is like the face now of Everton all over the world, and it'll be interesting to see whether Everton push him that way. Whether you know, whether they use him in all the marketing, and it's difficult because he is a goalie. You're trying to sell shirts. He's not someone you can put in a shirt, apart from the goalie shirt. But that's what I'm saying. Short sleeves. You might sell a few. But it will be interesting because I've seen
kids will be made up with
I know, but I've seen over the weekend Sky Sports did a video, the season is coming, and it was like, it showed and it was like they were all players from the World Cup, and when it come up, Everton, Pickford. Last year obviously that would have been Rooney, and that was Pickford because obviously he's the,
well, that's it,
if England are doing well and they get to the final, he'll be you've got, so I
got to build on the opportunity that
exactly, and that's what I hope Everton done, because the last time we had a goalie doing well in a World Cup,
it didn't quite
no one was answering the phones.
I don't listen. Different time now.
Well, let's hope so.
That's evidenced by the stuff they're putting out already. So good. Let's hope it continues.
No,
he's been fantastic, and proud that he's our goalie.
And long may it continue. hopefully does well.
There you go.
In the remaining 2 games England have to play.
Yeah.
Because they do. I mean, that's not just a thing saying England. They will have 2 more games. Yeah. So yeah. There you have it. Jordan Pickford doing brilliantly, and we've made a snazzy little T-shirt. So if you want to buy it, check the link in the description.
I thought you were going to say a Shaz little T-shirt then, but no.
What's that there? It's probably a bit swizz on it. Shut up. No one's ever said whatever that word is.
Let's leave it there.
Oh, he's done there. He's took a corner.
Let's leave it there.
Okay.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It takes a second.
Yeah.
And if you want more videos, longer videos, get over to Patreon. Don't know what you're missing.
See you later.